What's going on, YouTubers? For ladies and gentlemen, it's the natural, it's so scary thriller. And welcome to All Elite Wrestling Review, where it tends to give you AEW Rampage results, the show from October 8th, 2021. Basically, it's still in the same place in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. Yeah, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, I should say. Your commentators were Excalibur, Taz, and Chris Jericho. And there were 4 matches on the show here, folks. More than 3. And also, I want to talk about something, folks, before we move on to to this, because I did forget to mention something pertains to my last review, pertains to Dynamite with Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish, he's still gonna be doing some things for MLW. In fact, I heard the things that he's doing for MLW was were already done, and they were taped. It will be aired pretty soon. Pertains to MLW, your Major League Wrestling. Don't remember what station they're on, on what pertains to the network they're on. Where it pertains to showcasing Bobby Fish on there. But besides that, Bobby Fish pertains to how impressive he was, which he's always been impressive over the years in pro wrestling. He was so impressive of AEW that he is now all elite. So Bobby Fish is all elite. And I remember Big Swole talking about on Twitter, tweeting about all we need now is Kyle O'Reilly. Pertains to Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, Red Dragon. Yes. So no matter of time before Kyle O'Reilly let his contract expire, because I don't see WWE doing really much of anything with him on NXT, let alone if he ever gets to the main roster, by next year. So, which is a shame. So, because Kyle O'Reilly is good too, but WWE is not going to do anything with this guy, with Kyle O'Reilly. So, whenever Kyle O'Reilly's contract is done, his deal is done, AEW pertains to the Forbidden Door is always open for Kyle O'Reilly to join along with Bobby Fish to see one of the greatest tag teams in Red Dragon compete in AEW and possibly become a future AEW World Tag Team Champions. So, there you go. But there were 4 matches on the show here pertains to this show, which for a 1 hour show they ended up doing 4 hours. I mean 4 hours. No, let's not hope we get to that point. For a 1 hour show, they ended up having 4 matches on here. Usually it'll be 3 matches. Minus 1 match was a squash, which we'll get to. But again, we'll get to that when we get to it. But besides that, let's get to the show here. So the opening match was CM Punk versus Daniel Garcia, who's being accompanied by 2.0 of Matt Lee and Nick Parker. I mean Jeff Parker's. Excuse me, Jeff Parker. I'm thinking about the Young Bucks. Matt and Nick Jackson. No, I meant to say CM Punk. I meant to say I'm screwing up now. Jeff Parker, I meant to say. There you go. But before the match, Mark Henry did the triple split screen, interviewing both CM Punk and Daniel Garcia. Basically the whole thing about why they attacked CM Punk in Chicago and everything, and and then CM Punk starts current promo about basically Daniel Garcia is hanging around with the 2.0 Nasty Boys. I think he's basically referenced on them being Nasty Boys because the vest that the 2.0 are wearing is pertains to the designer of it is like that if you see the Nasty Boys of Brian Knobbs and Jerry Sags. So and I always thought about that too when it pertains to the whole thing, and sure enough CM Punk called it out on TV. So I'm finally someone acknowledged that whole thing, and CM Punk had to be the one to acknowledge it after weeks or months I should say. Finally someone acknowledging that the 2.0 is have the designs on their vest similar to the Nasty Boys. So, but we get to the match between CM Punk versus Dan Garcia. Very good match with 2.0 getting involved. In the end, CM Punk won the match with the Anaconda Vice. Then we get to the Lucha Bros. The Penta El Zio and Ray Phoenix being played by Alex Abrahantes for the AEW World Tag Team Championship, going up against the Acclaim of Max Caster and Anthony Bowens. Jumpstart of the Acclaim attacking the Lucha Bros, trying to capitalize on the victory here. But to no avail, because at the end of the day, it was the Lucha Bros and defeating the Acclaim to end to still be the AEW World Tag Team Champions. Then we got to they basically did a real promo where it pertains to Sky Blue versus Jade Cargill, and also show some video packages too pertains to the women's that's gonna be competing for the TBS Championship title. That's gonna be doing a tournament of it, and they haven't really had yet to make an announcement of when the tournament's gonna happen. I may have missed it, but I digress. But it's not gonna be just those 4 women. It's gonna be other women too. Because when I did the live reactions with the crowd, with the asylum, thinking that maybe it was gonna be that case where it's just gonna be, I thought that's how the tournament started. It was just gonna be a series of 3 matches where it's gonna be Jade Cargill versus Scott Blue, and then Ruby Soho versus Thunder Rosa, and it's gonna be between whoever wins that match against Jade Cargill. And so that not being the case at all. At the end of the day, it was just a match, a warm-up match to say the least, which is Jade Cargill versus Sky Blue. Sky Blue was wearing a new different attire, which I thought was pretty cool and sexy. But Jade Cargill was being coming by Smart Mark Sterling. Match happens. This match lasted longer than Kier Hogan had with Jade Cargill at one point. If not a minute and a half, maybe it just was about 2.5 minutes with Sky Blue getting the upper hand. Obviously, because Sky Blue is based on with Sky Blue being on AEW now, especially with her being part of the Casino Battle Royale from All Out, she's all elite. But she got she has some offense in the match here against Jade Cargill, more than what Kier Hogan did at one point against Jade Cargill. But basically Jade Cargill won the match as she should have, and she starts beating up on Sky Blue, basically adding insult to injury. All of a sudden, Thunder Rosa comes out. She comes out to the steel chair. Jade Cargill exits out, and that was it. No much to say about that. Then we get to the main event, which the main event was going to be feature a Philly street fight between the FTW World Champion Ricky Starks defending it against the Machine Brian Cage, where it was an absolute war between these 2 guys. So we did another triple split screen with Mark Henry interviewing both guys, where Ricky Starks was there along with the Hook and Powerhouse Hobbs. Basically, Ricky Starks cutting promo to Brian Cage, and then Brian Cage starts cutting a promo right back to him, and then we get to the main event, where in the main event, it was we had trash cans involved, steel chairs. I believe there was a table involved, if I'm mistaken. I can't remember if there was a table music in there, but I remember there was steel pipe music, and a pool cube was music in there too, in the match. And these guys were killing each other in this match. Not just pertains to the weapons, but literally killing themselves in this match. Especially where it pertains to where a chair. Well, I had no idea the chair was placed in the corner at one point, where Ricky Starks was sent into a steel chair, but as it getting busted open badly. I'm pretty sure it was a legit cut. But you also get Hook getting involved in the match. But by the way, Ricky Starks came out there alone, by the way. That's not until later on. Taz basically called out Hobbs and then called out Hook. And Hook got in there, and he got closed on by Brian Cage, and then Hobbs got in there, but Powerhouse Hobbs, and then he got a thrust kick out. Ricky Starks went for a spear after him with the FTW World Belt, and then goes for a spear, and that's when the spot where you get to part where he's going to Cage, and then Cage ramps him to, basically I think he sidestepped him away, and then boom, ran into the steel chair head first. Brian Cage, I can't remember what Brian Cage did. I think he did that like the oh yeah, this is lariat, which I'm calling it. This is claw. And Ricky Starks kicks out. I thought that was I literally thought that was gonna be it. And then Hook gets involved again. Basically try to get in there. Not Hook. Powerhouse Hobbs trying to get in there. Referee try to get him down. And then Hook, as Brian Cage is getting ready to take care of Ricky Starks on the top turnbuckle, Hook hooks him with the low blow. You see what I did there? He hooked him with the low blow. And I can't remember what Ricky Starks did after that, but basically Ricky Starks with his finishing move, the how's it pronounced again? The Rochambeau, like that, and got the win over on Brian Cage, and that was it for Brian Cage and Ricky Starks' feud. Hopefully that's it of the feud, so that Brian Cage can move on to something else. But at the same time, even though Brian Cage was protected in this match, but at the same time, what do you do with Brian Cage now? I mean, yes, there's gonna be a tournament, like last year's tournament that they did with tends to the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament, that's gonna lead to the finals of Full Gear. And Brian Cage could be part of that, but at the same time, he's lost a lot of matches. So is he really going to be in that type of tournament where he lost all of his matches and at this point, because Ricky Starks won, he should be in that tournament, not Brian Cage. That's how bad is booking is Brian Cage right now. But it's whatever, I guess. Hey, maybe he could get the TNT title. If it's possible. But there you go. That was it. And that'll conclude your AEW Rampage results pertains to this All Elite Wrestling review from October 28th. October 8th, excuse me, 2021. And no, we're not there yet. But October 8th. In fact, I don't know if October 8th is going to be on that Wednesday, on the third, or on a Friday, pertains to AEW. But I digress. But I already said my talk about wrestling pertains to the phone. I already talked about the total amount of wrestling of AEW Rampage. And my overall strength from the show, I thought it was a good show. Better than last week, I'll say that. So, that was a good show. Where I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. And there you go. And that being said, thank you for watching, folks, for It's the Natural saying peace on the streets for you to be well, stay safe, take care of yourself. That's going on in the world. Wear your mask, wear your gloves, get vaccinated, love one another. God bless one another. Live in peace and harmony for us all. For I am out here. Ta-ta for now. All you take care.